Look, you guys, these moms are not cleaning homes. They're not cold calling, but they are earning $1,000 a day with a remote cleaning business. If you guys are looking to build something with flexibility, build something with true financial freedom, like real income, you guys, and this video is for you. Stay tuned. I'm going to share with you guys how these stay-at-home mamas are making $1,000 a day with a remote cleaning business. Okay, so let's get into it. Let me get to my notes. All right, you guys. Um, why? First of all, let me just say, why are moms choosing this business model? Now, I chose this business model, not even realizing like this business model was like created for me. It was the best case scenario for how I wanted to design my life. Being able to being a corporate mom with my first child, I was gone all the time. Right, I came home when he was already asleep. I saw him in the morning time when I was headed to work, when he was headed to school. I missed practices. I missed all the things. Right, so literally, this business model provides the most flexibility for kids and schedule and all the things, right? Think of soccer practice, karate, dentist appointments, like midday doctor's appointments, not having to schedule things after 6 o'clock when it's a nightmare with traffic, right? No inventory, no products to ship. Okay, like real cash flow type of business. And you can work this part time. I just did a video where I kind of shared like what the day to day operations will look like real life, what it would look like to manage your business. And you guys, literally, the task could be done on part time hours, if not less than that. Okay. So I want to share with you guys why this model works. Okay. Local service based businesses, you own the company, you hire the cleaners. Okay, as in like the company, the branding, the name, the concept, you own that. Okay. But you have to hire the cleaners and you leverage their experience to provide services for your clients that you're able to find based upon your market research, based upon where you are planting your company. Okay. You literally set up the perfect lead generation platform that will have your ideal clients looking for you. Okay. The goal is to be found where your ideal client is looking. So you place your company, position it, and post your company on these lead generation platforms such as Google, Thumbtack, Yelp. Okay, leads are going to come to you. Right now, the beauty about it, right? You can allow AI to even handle these leads, right? I remember there was a transitional moment to where like I was on the phone all day. Like I literally remember being at my kid's soccer game. And y'all know soccer parents are real loud, we're screaming on the sidelines, okay? And I literally dash out to the parking lot so I could take this call so they don't hear parents screaming, right? So I remember trying to transition. Now, at the moment, I did transition into live VAs, but we just developed this Cleaning Biz AI that allow you to have a virtual assistant bot for a fraction of the cost that can answer all leads, calls, text messages, respond to those leads within seconds, close them, book them, collect the funds, and like do all the things for you, right? So it makes the process even easier to where like it'll literally be able to help you manage your business and you can manage it from home. Now, like this fancy office wasn't fancy like this when I first started. It was cute, it was a little country chic. I had like nice blue wall, it was nice, calming, and cool collective. But this was the office that I took my company from like six figures to multiple six figures, from one location into two locations to three locations. Like this was the office that I did it from, right? My kids' playroom is right outside this door. Their desk for homework is right outside that door. I still have kid books in my bookshelf across because that was the amount of flexibility that I could have where I could help them, right? And it was also during like also the pandemic era, so I became a teacher as well. Which made me appreciate teachers even the more. But, like I had the flexibility to be able to do that. And it's such a beautiful thing. Now, the one thing about it, depending on how you want your life set up, is I'm no longer my kids are no longer like work school, homeschool. They're no longer homeschool, but they do go to a private school, right? So now my business can afford to be able to send them and get them the best education, the best systems, the schools that they need to be able to excel. They go to a premium soccer school. Like I would never imagine that I would be able to do that for my first son. Like it would never be a thought. It was public school. Maybe I can get on a wait list for a charter school that, hopefully we'll get off the wait list for 3 years. But like my first son, I would never imagine even like Googling, looking that up to see like what that would look like. But so not only do I have one child that attended, but I have two. Like that is the beauty of how this business can just provide you with that freedom lifestyle that you're looking for, right? Sometimes we have to make sure that I was literally telling myself that, Jasmine, I need to write my goals down. I need to reevaluate what my goals are. I need to reevaluate what I want my life to look like. I need to reevaluate some things because there's some areas that there need some improvement. There's some areas that need some pruning, but we need to know what that looks like. Because when I say financial freedom, that word can mean so different to a lot of people. To some people, they may want to see like 6 figures solid in the bank. For some, it's like, I want to put my kids in the best school districts. For some, it's like, I want to put my kids in a private, like, it looks completely different. I just want my bills to be paid. I want to be able to go to the grocery store and not have to like look at the, look for only all the sales things or the non-brand things, or there's too many grapes in this bag, let me take some out. Let me go weight everything. Like, yo, I can say all these things because that was me. Like, okay, this is my budget. This is what we need. Okay, I'm only gonna get enough for this, and then we'll make it work. We'll make it stretch, right? Like, I'm not gonna get the chicken breast. I'm gonna go ahead and get some chicken legs. Look, y'all, don't judge, okay? Because I was there, all right? So know what that financial freedom looks like for you so you know what it is that you're building, okay? So this very office is the office that allowed me the flexibility to build my business. This office right here, okay? So understand, you guys, that anybody is capable of doing this. I speak specifically to moms because I know their heart. So for all my fellas out there that are like, yo, Jazz, why are you leaving us out? I'm not leaving y'all out, okay? This business is capable for everybody, but I understand the yearning for women to want to be home with their children, to want to be able to have that balance, to want to be able to be there as much as they possibly can, but also equally contribute to the house as well, so they're not adding the extra burden to their spouse, right? Like I get that. I remember seeing my husband struggle working 16, 17, 18-hour days, like just exhausted, trying to like carry the burden of everything. And I just felt like so stuck that I couldn't. And when I started my cleaning business, that was like my goal, to be able to contribute to the household. Even though I was working corporate and I was working a good job in corporate, I was just miserable. And when he gave me the freedom to be able to leave that job, it was another situation for another story, because it was a very weird situation. But I left the job and I didn't go find another job. Okay. And then like the pregnancy, y'all, I'm getting to a side story, and I feel like I'm saying bits and pieces. So now like I have to like tell the whole story, and I have to tell the whole story in another video because it's a long story. But anywho, when I started the cleaning business, it really allowed me to like think that I could one day retire my husband, right? Like the possibility of he don't have to work 16, 18, 20-hour days anymore, right? So I love this business. So that's why I do speak to the moms, because I know their heart. But this business is meant for anybody, right? It's meant for the single woman that is killing it in corporate, and she still wants to have a business but still killing and climb the corporate ladder. It's meant for the young college student that's trying to build extra income. He doesn't want to have a dead end job at the pizza shack in the local, college town, but he doesn't want to take away from his studies, and he still want to go ahead and graduate, right? Like it's meant for everybody, because the flexibility is meant for everybody, right? That's the beauty of it, you guys, right? The goal is to find the perfect location, do your market research, do your pricing research, take care of your business foundational things, hire your cleaners, find your clients, set your platforms up, your lead gens up, your booking platforms up, your website up, and then literally going live, right? And then managing the day-to-day and growing and scaling your business. I know I just gave that list. You're like, yo, Jazz, you made that sound super, super simple. And I never want to say it's easy. All you need to know is that it's doable. Okay. So if you guys want more information on what it will look like for you to launch your cleaning business, you guys join us on our next master workshop where I'm actually going to break all these things and these steps down for you, give you some resources so that way you'll be able to take the next step to launch your cleaning business. Okay. So I'm going to drop that link down in the description, you guys. And I hope to see you guys there. All right. Until next time, y'all have a good one. Bye, y'all.